Hi, welcome to the second screencast specifically on assignments in the course. In this screencast we'll look at the purpose of these assignments, the approach you could follow in preparing these assignments, and a couple of formalities. First of all, the purpose. Why do we do these assignments? Well, primarily we do them to replace the pre-discussion. In a 6 ECTS course you only have 7 tutorials and it's quite hard to have that normal PBL rhythm. So you can ask yourself in the assignment, can I find the relevant problems in the case? And then more importantly, can I translate these problems into relevant legal questions that I then can solve? A second purpose is that we sort of simulate real life situations to you so that you are offered these problems in the same way you would encounter them in your professional life. And that, we firmly believe, leads to a deeper understanding and knowledge of the subject matters in the course. It also has a very important formal purpose. It namely is a way to make sure that you prepare for the tutorial meetings so that you can get the best out of these tutorial meetings. So it basically guarantees preparation and therefore also, we believe, participation. Okay, how should you approach these assignments? Well, we ask you to use the so-called IREC method: identification, rule selection, analysis, and conclusion. So you'll start, like in any pre-discussion, with identifying the problem and then translating that problem into a legal question. The next thing you then obviously need to do is select the appropriate legal rule or rules that apply to that question. Well, you might need to study those rules or how they are applied. Well, in this course I would advise you to study in the service of the questions you have identified. That means that in the lecture, in the beginning of the week, I offer a sort of overview. So the lecture and the lecture slides can help. Of course, there's Crick and de Burke, there's the case law, and there is the additional literature. Well, if you have studied, then you can start building your argumentation. So basically to start building the way to your answer. And with regards to this argumentation, it's important that you include all the relevant, what we call building blocks, into your argumentation. So that means you need to identify and set all the steps that you need to get from question to answer. Well, what if blocks are missing? Well, a block can relate to a fact. If you feel that facts are missing from this case, you can always ask on the discussion forum for additional facts. If you feel that theory is missing, then obviously you have to go back to your study. Then, of course, the end is the conclusion. Solve the legal question and therewith also solve the actual legal problem. And you need to do this on the argumentation that you've built. So the foundation, the argumentation, you answer the question, and then you also solve the problem. A couple of formalities. With regards to the assignment, we set a maximum of 3,000 words. That excludes footnotes, and that basically is for your protection so that we don't have whole books that you need to write, because you basically need to write 6 of these assignments during the course. You need to reference in these assignments. Like in any academic work, you need to reference where necessary. We have a style sheet on the course page. Use that. That makes sense. With regards to the examination formalities, I've elaborated on that in the first screencast that we've put on the course page as well, so you can watch or re-watch that in order to find out what we look for in the examination. Well, when grading, we obviously look for the correct answer. We also look for those building blocks. Is the argumentation in order? Is your referencing system in order? And then we also assess the level of detail and the level of elaboration. If you have any more questions on this, email me, or if you want the rest to join in as well, post them on the discussion forum. Thanks for watching.